Welcome everybody, welcome to another video on my channel. You can see I'm grinning from ear to ear on this video. What I'm trying to talk about in this video is what I have achieved so far, the milestone that I have hit. So the whole of last week I spent it celebrating. When I started this video, I believe that was in 2001 or so. I said I'll take you along on my journey and let you know as I move along. At the end of 2002, I started a portfolio. Okay, so before COVID, I think I had about close to about 9 grand in my portfolio. But then COVID hit, and like I said before, I panicked like every other person did. I tried to hold on for as long as I could, but I guess it tested my resolve, and I liquidated my position and locked in my losses. And at that time, I think I lost about 45% to 50% of my portfolio. And like I said in a previous video, one of the friends of Robert Kiyosaki, real estate guys, I think they call them the real estate guys. They said you're not an investor yet if you have not experienced at least one recession or one, cliff dive in your portfolio, which I did, and I agree with them. You think you know what you know until you've been tested, and then you find out what you know is one thing, what you can stomach is another. So I locked in my portfolio, and it came down to about 4,000 or 4,005 at the time. And then I started rebuilding after the COVID lockdown. Not too many opportunities at the time because of the lockdown, and then it started opening up a little bit here, especially here in the Republic of Ireland. And you know what I've been doing. I've mentioned it in subsequent videos, the kind of hustles I'm involved in. And at the end of 2021, I believe I got my portfolio to the point where I was able to buy my first ETF, and that was a renewable energy, an ETF called TAN. I believe it's a solar ETF. I bought that at the time for about 7,900. Now, again, before I go into any positions, I buy in multiples of 100 because I trade options. Before I go into any positions, I sell puts for as long as possible until the position finally gets assigned to me, which is one of the rules we advise people. Like if you're trading options, if you're selling puts, only sell put options on stocks you are willing to buy. If you're not willing to buy it, if it's just for the sake of generating some income because the premium is attractive, do not do it. You're stepping on a landmine, okay? Only do that for stocks you're willing to buy. That was my first ETF at the end of 2021. I made a video about that. And then I started 2022. Sometime towards the end of 2022, I decided I wanted to go into Google. They had a stock split. Amazon had it. All them huge companies had stock split. So I decided to move into Google, liquidated my position on that, and what then happened is TAN had gone down a bit. So I lost a bit of money on the stock itself, but all the premiums I've been generating from both selling the puts and and selling the calls made up for the loss, but at least like buffered, give me a huge buffer against the loss. So it wasn't down that much, and I moved into Google. And then and you know when I did that, I have a video about that as well. I've been trading, selling options on Google as well until last week, where the IWM, which is the ETF that is trading the Russell 2000, came crashing down. And I've been building my portfolio up until that point. What then happened was I liquidated my position in Google. Again, another loss on the stock itself because it had come down. I think I bought it for 11,800 and I eventually sold it for 9,700. But I had been selling puts since last year until it got put to me, and then I've been selling calls on Google since then. At some stage, I'm going to have to share my screen. I'm going to have to show you my monitor so you see what I've been doing. So right now, I have bought the IWM ETF that tracks Russell 2000, and I'm excited about that because now I'm not trading weeklies now. I'm trading every 2 days. So they have expirations on Mondays, on Wednesdays, on Fridays, and I'm trading options that expire on those 2 days. And in this last week alone, I believe I made about $80 on IWM, and I intend to keep going that way. Now, my Excel spreadsheet, I'm going to change it. Instead of marking it every week, I can't keep doing that every 2 days. So At the end of the month, I go through my portfolio, see all what I've bought on Russell and all what I've sold on Russell, and do the subtraction and then see what the profit is. And I'm going to keep doing that until my next target is the SPY. That might be late next year. And if it happens anytime before then, when it does. But the target is for late next year. So keep going, guys. Keep hustling. Keep setting your goals. Keep hitting it and keep celebrating every time. This is me out on this video, and I'll see you on the next one.